Hey everybody, I'm here today to tell you and show you how to drive a car in the rain. In this video, I'll be showing you my methods and my tips for driving a car safely in the rain, and I'll be going over 6 specific tips that will help you drive safely while driving in the rain. It's a nice rainy day, so let's go ahead and go over the tips. All right, without further ado, let's start moving. Tip number 1 is probably the most obvious one, and that is to slow down. When you're driving in the rain, okay, the conditions are going to be more dangerous than when you're driving on dry pavement or in ideal road conditions. So with that being said, you should slow down. When you see the posted speed limit signs, those are the speed limits or the recommended speeds, the recommended maximum speeds for ideal road conditions. Now, obviously, when you're driving in the rain, the conditions are not ideal. Therefore, you should not pay attention, or you should not follow those speed limit signs. You should pay attention to them, but you should not be following them. You should be driving at a lower speed than what the speed limits are on that road. For instance, if I'm driving on this street and the speed limit is 50 kilometers an hour, since I'm driving in the rain, I should not be driving at 50 kilometers an hour. I should slow that down depending on how bad it's raining, how badly it's raining outside. I should be going 40, 30, or even 25 kilometers an hour instead, or even slower if it's really pouring really hard. So tip number 1 is to slow down. Tip number 2 is to increase the following distance. Your following distance is the distance between your car and the car in front of you. Now, in ideal road conditions, there's a certain following distance that you should maintain in order to maintain a safe following distance. But when it's raining, you have to increase that distance, and that's because you need more time to brake safely. It's very important to increase that following distance. So let's say that you're maintaining a following distance of 3 seconds in ideal road conditions. When it's raining, depending on how hard it's raining and how badly it's raining, you should be increasing that number to 4 seconds or even 5 seconds. So you should be increasing the following distance, okay? Tip number 3 is to turn the steering wheel much smoother. I'm actually going to pull over to demonstrate this. So when the road conditions are dry and ideal and it's not raining, it's not snowing or anything like that, then you can take turns at a certain speed and you can turn the steering wheel in a certain fashion. Okay, but when it's raining, you have to turn the steering wheel smoother and in just a smoother motion. Now, let me explain why. When the road conditions are dry, if you decide to turn the steering wheel in a little bit of an aggressive fashion and you're not going too fast, you'll probably still maintain traction and grip on the road. But when it's raining outside, or when the roads are wet because of the rain, even if it's not raining but the roads are still wet, then if you turn the steering wheel aggressively when you are turning right or left, or when you're changing lanes, then you might actually lose grip, lose traction, and lose control, and you might slide or even spin out. So with that being said, it's very important to turn the steering wheel in a smoother fashion. It's extremely important to turn the steering wheel much smoother when the road conditions are rainy or wet. All right, moving forward, tip number 4, use your windshield wipers. You can probably hear my windshield wipers going in the background of this video, but it's important to use your windshield wipers. Now, with regards to your windshield wiper speed, you don't want to have them going too quickly because then they're going to distract you. You want to have them going fast enough so that they get rid of the rain on your windshield, but not too fast that they're just, going back and forth in front of your face and distracting you. Allow them to go as fast as they need to go to get rid of that rain on your windshield as quickly as possible so that you have a clear view. I've seen many drivers drive with a lot of rain piled up on their windshield, and I just think, how can they see safely, comfortably, properly, and effectively through that windshield if there's all of those rain droplets on it? So make sure that you turn your windshield wipers on and you use them at the proper speed. Learn how to use your windshield wiper control so that you can get the right speed that you need. Tip number 5, turn your headlights and your taillights on. Now, in most cars, when you turn the headlights on, it's also going to turn the taillights on, but make sure that that is the case with your car. Now, your headlights are generally used so that you can see the road in front of you, but when it's raining, you want to utilize your headlights so that, yes, you can see the road in front of you, but so that you can be seen by other drivers in a much more effective way. And that's also why you're turning on your taillights as well. One of the bigger purposes for using your headlights and taillights when it's raining is so that other people can see you from in front of you with your headlights and from behind you with your taillights. So know how to turn them on, and then make sure you turn them on as soon as it starts raining, whether it's nighttime or daytime. You want to have your headlights and your taillights on for an increased chance of being seen by other drivers. Last but not least, the sixth crucial tip for driving a car in the rain is to drive in the tracks of the car in front of you. Now, you see, when the car in front of you is driving, the tires of that car are going to sort of displace the water that's on the road. So wherever the tracks of that car are, then if you drive in those tracks, there's less of a chance that you're going to be driving on water and more of a chance that your tires are going to come into contact with the road. When it's raining outside, you want to get your tires having as much contact with the road as possible. And one of the best ways to increase the likelihood of that happening is to drive in the tracks of the car in front of you. Once again, that car is going to move the water so that when you drive in its tracks that it just created, you're going to have a better chance at actually getting your tires to grip the road. And that's basically it. In this video, I've told you how to drive a car safely in the rain. I've given you 6 specific tips that will help you drive a car in the rain while maintaining a safe driving manner. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.